and gentlemen, thank you so much for hopping by. Thank you. And welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series Heroic Division cast. My name is Jinxeekatt. Nothing is working. Oh, no. Okay, it is working. It's just in a weird order. Okay. I scrolled up and I was like, why isn't the volume working? It is. But... so, sorry folks, we are all set and ready to go get coming in. I have set again for you a very wonderful, excellent, amazing, awesome cast. We have Double Paradox versus the side of Richard and Ree, taking up the whole name tag from NGS. Should be super exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. You might be wondering, hey Jinxie, how could we, you know... how are we getting to where we going? Don't worry, fam. I got you. Why don't we head over to our maps and we can take a look here. So, just joining us, then welcome. If it's your first time on the stream, I'm so glad to have you here over on the map selection. We can take a look at what is going on. As you can see, Double Paradox banned out Braxis Holdout and Dragonshire. Meanwhile, the members of Richard and Ree decided to get rid of Towers of Doom and Infernal Shrines. Richard and Ree, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on what you like to pick, map pick or first pick, did not win that coin toss. It went over to the side of Double Paradox. So they opted for first pick, or the map pick, and because that's what was left, really. And they sent us to Hanamura Temple. We are all ready to get going. I'm going to let them know that I am good to go, and then we'll hop right in. So glad you guys are here, as always. I'm very excited, and yeah, super, super hype. Get in the game. Got a little crazy a couple seconds before the stream. Had to fix some stuff. That's why we had a little bit of a delay. But without further ado, we are going into Hanamura Temple. So, this is not Storm Division. Let's close that. There we are. It is regular division. Heroic division, in fact. So, right out the gate, Abathur gonna be taken away. Get him out of here. Next, we are going to see maybe a strong wave clear hero. There's a lot of waves that go on Hanamura, and you know, the camps, they're super, super important. So, like, maybe a Samuro ban here would be something to look forward to. Another thing could be like a Sylvanas with the turrets. It is going to be GARROSH, though, that we get rid of here today. Just waiting to see what the teams are going to pick up here. Lots of different things going on, different opportunities. It's always hard with the ban phases. There are so many good things going on right now. You just never know what to expect. We're going to see that Cho'Gall ban. Must be a little bit of respect coming out to Richard and Ree. I don't know a whole lot about these teams. I've seen a couple of their players beforehand. Of course, Richard Greer, the Pie Maker, Muffin, all super well-known names in the NGS community. I just fizzed another one. Aeladin, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it is what I'm going to say. May gonna be banned out, and immediately, with her being free to pick on the board, once again, we are going to see D.Va. They are available, of course, and as such, pick her up and dominating the rest of play. If you've been watching any of the in-houses, D.Va is kind of like a first pick hero there. So definitely makes sense to pick her up. We are going to see the counter pick of Orphea and Anna come out there. Really, really strong pickups. Great synergy with that nano boost and the... we'll just Orphea spell power, of course. Next, ETC and Raynor coming out for I Just Fizzed and Aeladin. Mark those up. Here we got our player portraits. I remember to download our... Gosh, what is it called? E is for ETC, please. Thank you. Lucio, gonna be banned out here. I'm Doing like 100 things at once and not doing any of them very well, but you know, we'll get through there. Screen is stuck, but voice is fine. Uh-oh. Oh, OBS, why are you like this? Oh, I know what it probably is. And give me 1 second, guys. Greymane gonna be banned out. You're not missing out on much. It just wants to fight me and be difficult, as it always does. So we are going to do. There we go. All right. And then, of course, we just boo-boo-boo. Get our layout all set up. All right. So, a little bit of a disaster, but crisis averted. So, what you guys have missed, of course, I just finished picking up that ETC. Illidan picking up the Raynor. And then, of course, bans coming out. Lucio and Greymane. So we did see Richard Greer and Crafty Kevel pick up the Maiev and the Yrel. Excited to see the Yrel and the Maiev, especially after the changes with that Gladiator's Medallion. We've been seeing them, of course, a little bit more. Now that people are learning to play with it, but some of the long setup CCs like Maiev can be a little bit difficult. And then Yrel, who likes to cause such chaos in the back line, you know, a clever medallion could be life or death for heroes. JOHANNA coming in to finish the drought. I think that's really solid. I think JOHANNA offers a lot of really good wave clear. Is gonna provide a lot of the team is kind of missing there, especially when they go to do the camps. JOHANNA can just stay in lane and pick everything up. Alrighty, back to me while we wait in and get this all updated. There we go, hopping in. Lily is not jumping in the bed today. Gosh darn it. So, Hanamura. Again, like I was saying, the biggest thing about these guys is just that you want to be able to grab the camps as fast as you can, rotate around. There's been a lot of talk about the fact that the Samurai camp is the boss on the game. Gosh darn it, this keeps it wants to fight me. There we go, and it is not heroic division. Everything is falling apart. There we go. All right, guys. Good luck. Have fun as we hop in to game number 1 in our best of 3 series. Over here on the right-hand or left-hand side, excuse me, we will have I Just Fizz on the ETC. Illidan gonna be your Raynor here. We're gonna have Stukov played by Rocktal, who's actually looks like okay. I have the heroes backwards. That's okay. I apologize. We'll get this done better. As we hop in. I swear it's never like this. It's always like this, but you know. Down in the bottom lane. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been casting. I took the weekend off and I'm just like, gosh, what is going on? But anyways, Rocktail on that Stukov. We are going to have Medivh played by, the name isn't there. Excellent. Albatrox, and up in the top, it is Diva by Wipeout. We also have Crafty Devil rocking that Yrel. Down in the bottom, taking the team by great slide by I Just Fizz. It is going to be JOHANNA played by the Pie Maker. Richard Greer is your Maiev. Secret 333 is your Anna, and Muffin on that Orpheum. Everybody just trying to get a little bit of poke coming out right now. Grab the minions, move as quickly as they can. Great rotation by the side of Double Paradox, grabbing that Samurai camp. Over here on this side, we are going to see the members of Richard and Ree pick up that fortification camp. And now a quick rotation up to the fortification. Should see something very similar from the side of Richard, but they're opting instead to grab this vision camp here, allowing them to get a little bit of extra vision, making sure they can see the rotations of their team. However, it is going to be a little bit more difficult. They're going to have to clear out this Samurai camp here. Going to do so with relative ease. ETC coming down while the other members grab the top vision before heading down to this bottom lane. Samurai on the side of our orange friends, not picked up quite yet. Samurai finally goes down, and now we are going to see Richard Greer looking to maybe slide around, look for something. While they're going on, we can come in, see to get the Umbral Bind off. My immediate portal, though, just going to get everybody out. A little bit of poke damage coming out here. And now we should see vision taken by Fizz. Samurai Camp being picked up by our orange friends. But this doesn't mean that there is potential for an invade. Albatrox going to fly over, see what's going on with this vision, know where everybody is. Secret healing up the Pie Maker, who is anchoring for them. Level 4 for both teams online. Little bit of an XP lead going over to the side of the blue team. JOHANNA staying in lane to make sure that that is safe, and XP is soaked. Out comes the portal from Medivh, going to head back in, looking for the slide. Does not find it, just gonna back it up. Let's take a look at these talents here. We've got that liquid cooling coming out for D.Va, reducing the cooldown of their fountain, and they can use it wherever they want on the map. Interestingly, from ETC, we do have that block party against the not necessarily auto attack heavy team of the side of Richard and Ree here. I mean, Orphea's auto attacks can hit pretty hard once she gets a couple of talents in her. Urel also bonks, not very quickly, and then Maev as well. But nobody is like a straight auto attacker like the Rainer we do see here. Coming out from JOHANNA, we do have that Laws of Hope, and a little bit of debate about whether Laws of Hope or the Hold Your Ground has been better. Are going to see ETC slide away. Rectal pulled in by those Umbral Chains. We're going to be able to get through the portal at the very last second. 300 health left there. But this is going to be the early objective going over to the side of Triple R here. Or Triple H, this is Triple R. Meanwhile, Fortification Genji Camp available for the side of blue. So they're just going to pick that up. A little bit of an invade coming in from the red team here. They have level 7. They control the battlefield. Medivh going to drop the portal. Out comes that D.Va self-destruct. And this is going to be the Samurai going over to the red folks. Ructal very low in the back. Has the turret. Finally drops it before going down. First blood going over to the side of the Richards here. Wipeout having to get out using those boosters, and a very successful gank for the side of Richard and Reem. Are going to see this free fortification camp picked up here from them now. Are a little bit low, but nothing secret, can't heal up. We may see him go into that aim down sights to heal everybody up. Out comes the Bio Grenade, because it does heal, remember. Going for that Slumber Shells for Ana Overdose. Night Terrors, fairly standard here. We're going to look at this Maev build. We're going to go for that Pursuit of Vengeance, and then, of course, the Sudden Vengeance here. Level 7 is finally hit by the side of the blue team, so may see the invade here. We can see Fizz heading in. Camp has already been taken here. Out comes the Sleep Dart, does not connect, and seeing that there is no longer a prize to be fighting over, the members of the blue team just going to head on back. Now we're going to fight over the offensive side of the orange team's Sentinel camp here. So crazy to me that the other one, I mean, it makes sense. Vision camp, and this is a Sentinel camp. Sentinel usually means Watcher, right? Watcher, Defender. I guess it's the same thing. I've always wondered that. But Vision camp going to be taken back by the blue team. They're poking around looking for this Genji boy here, looking to try and come in and take it. Meanwhile, nobody biting, so it is going to be Muffin just taking a little bit of damage down there. Is going to get healed up by Secret. No problem so far. Very slow play going on at the moment. Folks just trying to get the XP in. Just trying to grab a little bit of poke. Looking for their opponent to slip up. Posturing. Are going to see that Medivh portal come out, make sure everybody gets out. They kill one tower on the side of the orange team. Surprised D.Va Bomb didn't get more damage. It was well placed at the camp. It was. They did really, really well. Unfortunately, just wasn't enough there. Going to see a little bit of a Nope. Thought we might see a skirmish there, but nobody looking to fight quite yet. Sentinel is going to be cleared out. Level 10s are online for the side of Richard and Ree. Taking a look at these, everything so far fairly standard. We do have the Eternal Feast for Orphea. Usually can go either way. Blessed Shield, Ardent Defender, Warden's Cage, and of course that Nano Boost. Up here in the top, we will see members of Double Paradox trying to grab these towers. Look for that XP. Not going to be able to find it. Looking for the Medivh here, but out comes the Eternal Feast and the Maev's Warden Cage. Immediately, Medivh and Raynor are taken out. You hate to see that. I believe it's called the Dirty Bathtub. Or that might be the Leoric one. Either way, getting value there. That is going to be 2 kills going over to the side of Richard and Richard. As such, another camp. Nobody's able to pick up this turret yet. Medivh stacks were reset. Big old goose egg in that Arcane Rift. Used to be the Master's Touch. Now the camp once again going over to Secret. Has to drop the turret and uses the medallion there. Great play. And now Fizz going to be able to slide over to the portal. Doesn't even use it. Aelin coming in, just looking for harass. And teams are now just skirmishing up here in the top. No one even looking at this objective. It's very close to being turned in for the side of the orange team. Blue gonna go ahead, push that away. Orange just trying to grab all their camps. They do have 2 turrets still. This will make 3. Muffin, of course, dropping theirs just a moment ago, is going to go down here. And now 11 to 12. This is an ideal time for the members of Double Paradox to fight. Not going to do so quite yet. Speak too soon. Out comes that Leyline Seal from Medivh. Eternal Feast is dropped. The Pie Maker able to get out. A couple of big ultimates wasted or used there. No, I shouldn't necessarily say wasted. Great zoning potential from the teams. However, Blue now getting the advantage on this camp. Just going to continue soaking out. Looks like the side of Double Paradox is waiting for level 13 here before they decide to go in. Anna trying to heal everybody up. Medivh looking to get those massive touch stacks. Is going to turn back into that Raven form. And the teams are willing to just give this over. Push it back and forth as many times as needed to be, of course. Vision Camp going to be fought over. Will be collected by the orange team. And the biggest thing about this camp is to not die here. Don't die for the objective. Not necessarily the strongest objective. We are seeing several members just going to drop off of it. Everybody actually going to drop off it, grab the Sentinel camp instead, because of course that is considered the boss of this map. The Sentinels do a lot of damage if left unchecked, and as such, Vision gonna be retaken by our blue friends here. Objective going to be pushed a little bit more. Thank you very much for the bits. Sentinel camps just being grabbed every which way. D.Va having to spend most of the time just clearing zoning. Blue team must be so frustrated. This is just a very slow pace, slow game with ETC. They want to grab those mosh pits, look for the fight. We can actually take a look at these here. Is level 12. It's very close to level 13 for the blue team. We got the micro missiles. That's been very standard for D.Va on PTR. And then, of course, the last couple of weeks here. We do have the Mosh Pit, Hyperion, Leyline Seal, as we saw earlier, and the Flailing Swipe. Some more CC coming out. Out comes the Eternal Feast, not connecting on to anyone. 2 people in the Mosh Pit. Out comes Hyperion. Silence is down. Anna not able to heal anyone, taking a ton of damage. Turrets come out. Secret is going to fall. Muffin was able to get the nano boost off before they were, or did perish. Orphea gonna be the next to fall, however. Raynor will be exchanged for Maiev. 3 for 1 so far. JOHANNA trying to get away with that Iron Skin. Very low. Medivh coming in for the flank. That is going to be the Pie Maker going down. And only Crafty Devil, who still has the Ardent Defender, finally forced to pop it. Uses the knockback. Doesn't find anyone. Jumps over the wall. And will the teams continue to chase? 345 health on Yrel. Deciding, never mind, gonna grab the turret instead. But great fight coming out from the side of Double Paradox. Waiting for the perfect moment to strike there in that tight corridor. And now this is going to be the camp going over to blue team right now, slowly but surely pushing it along while the rest of the members are going to look at this fort. Secret has returned. JOHANNA will be back up in 4 seconds, and the whole team will be back all together. Last chance to contest over this objective, and like I was saying, not necessarily the best objective to die over. Doesn't get a whole lot of value, and with relative ease, the blue team is going to go in. Medivh gonna get knocked away from that portal, drops the leyline seal onto Yrel, able to get out, dodges the sleep dart, and then it's going to be the ultimate. Out comes the Umbral Chains. Stukov trying to silence everybody, making sure that Albatrox is able to get away, and with nothing left to fight over, both teams going to separate up here. We're gonna zoom out a little bit more to get a better view of everybody. Down in the bottom, fortification camp for orange, sentinel camp for the members of blue, and we are going to head back into our slow play macro style that both teams have been favoring on this map. Now, that's basically what you do the entire time. Surprised that this one made it in over Sky Temple, because when you really think about it, it is kind of the same thing. We are 16 to 16 here. 16, of course, just hit by the side of Double Terror Paradox. Vision has been taken. Teams looking to contest this Sentinel here. Yrel, the only person up. Crafty Devil will see it, probably call out to their friends, but nobody going to be able to rotate in time, and as such, this is just going to be Crafty Devil having to clear out this Sentinel. Orange team looking to defend this, looking to fight. Fort was destroyed. Sentinel is pushing these turret towers, and as such, out comes that leyline seal, out comes the slide knockback from Yrel's Righteous Hammer. DTC getting 2 members in, has to interrupt the mosh pit to make sure they don't get hit by that Eternal Feast. Out comes the Blessed Shield, out comes the Living Life. Many ultimates being dropped here right now, but everybody's kind of swinging and missing. The Ana with those triple charges don't connect onto anybody. Albatrox going to lose the stacks once again, tries to get the baby portal off, not able to get through it fast enough. Yrel popping the Ardent Defender. Everybody's so very low on the side of Double Paradox. Yrel coming in looking for more. Wipeout still very healthy, has the bomb nearly available, just going to have to back out as Muffin looks to harass a little bit more. Crafty Devil diving from the side. They're looking underneath the tower. And now the Piemaker taking a huge amount of damage. Out comes the Diva Bomb. Crafty Devil in the back with the hammer. Slowed, has to be knocked away, is silenced. Secret gonna be able to heal them up. Diva able to get out in the nick of time, making sure that they don't kill their small form. The Piemaker still so very low, but making sure to defend for their friends. Eternal Feast is back up. Gonna get 2 Chomperinos off there before everybody looks to reset. And only Medivh going down in that fight. Great play by both teams. Looks like they're still actually looking to fight here now that Medivh is going to come back in. That's Jinxie casting pretty good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Vision camp going to be secured here by the orange team. Immediately taken back by the blue team. And this is just free XP for the teams, but we're seeing these levels fly through so very quickly, as those vision camps have no cooldown. You can just keep taking them, and they do count as camp experience. Yeah. Get into the zone. Start of the game, you know, a little bit rough as you find the groove, but now we're rocking and rolling. Sentinel gonna be picked up by Double Paradox. ETC with that Encore. Doesn't actually have the Encore. Has the mic check instead, reducing the cooldown of Face Melt. Fairly standard build before the Encore was introduced. The Encore CDR was introduced, I should say. Objective has spawned here in the middle, but again, camps define everything on this map. Double Paradox taking the vision. Nobody on the fortification camp yet. Crafty Devil sees this happening, is going to summon the rest of the team back to try and fight, but Sentinel taken in the top lane. They're willing to trade that for the turret. And actually, with the team turning up here, it is going to be Double Paradox just giving that over, deciding they don't want to take the 5v5 right now. Sentinel needs to be cleared out. Crafty Devil going to Goomba Stomp that, finish it up. And roughly the same coming out here from Double Paradox. It is, once again, just the slow clear. I know a lot of people say this map is the bane of every caster's existence, because it's pretty much, ooh, they're going top. And now they're going bot. The objective is spawn. Nobody looking at that, but we are going to see a couple of members from Richard and Ree step on it, step off to grab the vision. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Team looking to contest here on the side of Double Paradox. ETC trying to find the vision. Crafty Devil staying in the bush. Out come the micro missiles to check. Do find Crafty Devil here. And Medivh drops the portal. ETC making the last stand just inches before the platform. Wipe out, zoning out Crafty Devil, getting a little bit of free XP on there. ETC coming back in. Piemaker trying to fight with both tanks to have wet noodle fight. It is going to finally be Orange turning it in. Piemaker gets slid. Out comes the Unstoppable from ETC. Out comes that dirty bathtub with the Maiev and the Eternal Feast. Medivh gonna be the first to fall. Out comes that mosh pit, but ETC stuck in the middle of the feast does go down as well. 2 for nothing so far. Going over, however, Secret's very low. Doesn't connect with some of those heals. Able to get out. Drops the anti-healing grenade on herself. And as such, Orange once again taking the favorable fight. We are 4-7 here. Level 20 close for both teams. Take a look at some of these other stacks. And a bit of hero damage differentiating between Orphea and Raynor here. 10k for the teams, 46 for Orphea. Just getting so much value from that Maiev and the setup with the Warden's Cage up in the top. Crafty Devil just going to clear things all around. Nexus Gaming Series, thank you for the rating party of 41. I hope you had an amazing Stormleague cast. I believe it was Murda casting this evening, so thanks, guys. We're just doing some heroic games right now. You came at a great time. We're level 20 for the side of Richard and Ree. Out comes that that blessed shield. Is going to connect. Great umbral binds by Maiev there. Is going to be 2 members going down. It's both support and tank, and that is rough. Out comes the turret from the side of Double Paradox, but nothing they can do besides lose 2 crucial members of their team fight. Now, the Richards looking to just continue pushing here. Hi, Murda. I hope you had a great cast. Keep is going to go down here to the Richards once again. Very quickly. Albatrox trying to get a couple more stacks there, because I believe if we look back to 8. They've done a really great job of shutting the Medivh down here. Fortification Camp is next on the list of the Richards. And right now, for Double Paradox, it's just cleanup duty. Medivh most likely going to try and find our orange friends, take a peek there, see what's going on. Never mind. Deciding even in the bird form, it's a little too risky to be on that side of the map. So, waiting for the cavalry to show up. Gonna grab this vision. Meanwhile, Sentinel taken. Level 20 is online for both teams. Everything looking fairly standard so far. We got that top off from Stukov, increasing the healing pathogen by 30% while the target is high health, allowing you to get bursted down a little bit less. If you're high health, you can keep high health. Makes it easier. Timing attack coming out from D.Va, increase on that heroic ability for her. Albatrox keeping an eye on everybody on the orange team, saying, hey guys, they're all down here, take an objective. You can get that cleaning out of the Sentinel done in the top lane. However, this will potentially be another objective going in. Fizz coming in to step on. They do have that mosh pit up. Everybody is available, ready to fight. Out comes Condemn from the Piemaker, trying to zone everyone away. Raynor finally does have that execute, so these fights should be a little bit stronger for them if they can get somebody low. But of course, that if is the deciding factor here. Crafty Devil jumping in with the Avenging Wrath. Out comes the D.Va Bomb. Out comes the Maiev, but there is no Orphea ultimate to follow it up. Out comes the ETC mosh pit. Maiev gonna be the first to fall down here. The Piemaker getting quite low, has to use the Iron Skin. Fizz chasing him down. Out comes Wipeout looking to get the kill. Micro Missile slowing the Piemaker. They do have that healing on their Shield Glare. Orphea Eternal Feast connecting onto 2. The members of Double Paradox so low in the back. Their front line healthy. Their back line not nearly as much so. Leyline coming out. We do have the Medivh cheats looking to grab onto Muffin, but that Shadow Waltz from Orphea, able to avert it. Slide coming out, great unstoppable, and now it is immediate going down, ETC going down, Deathmosh connecting onto 2, but that is just going to buy time for the other 2 members of the blue team to get out. Between Wipeout, who has really no health, and Ructal, who could potentially have no health very soon. They don't have enough damage to really burst anyone down from that death metal. Just going to head back to base safely. Sentinel camp being grabbed here. Nobody even finishing up this objective, just leaving it. Potentially looking to end here with 3 members down for another 30 full seconds. Objective would just hit the other keep, so it makes sense to leave it behind. They got the Sentinel, they got 5 members up. It's just Stukov and D.Va alive right now. D.Va going in with the rush down. Sentinel not connecting on to anybody right there with that big old spike, but 66% on the core. Eternal Feast does connect. D.Va knocked back into the Eternal Feast. Great job by Crafty Devil. 12% on the core, another 9-2, and that is going to be game number 1 going over to Richard and Ree. Well done. Wipeout saying that's a lame map. Not a fan. Alrighty. Take a look here over at our match summary. 5-12. Big kill differentiation between Richard and Ree and the members of Double Paradox here. You can see Crafty Devil never going down there. The 0-12-0 for them. A part of every single kill. Never the final blow, but able to connect there. Muffin with an insane amount of damage. Almost double the highest damage on the side of the members of Double Paradox. D.Va being the most there in the end with the 50k. Raynor finally almost catching up, but then, you know, having a little bit of trouble with the dive from the Urel. Taking a look at the talents here now. Seeing if anything pops out as we wait for the teams to decide what they are going to pick up. Are we deciding quite yet? Talents looking fairly standard around. Richard Greer going for that Shadow Orb Vengeance at level 20. I know there's a lot of flexibility in that level 20, so of course that is the reducing the cooldown of Spirit of Vengeance, allowing them to get in, get out very quickly, follow up on some insane plays from the Pie Maker there. Over on the side, we did see that Medivh cheats. Very close to connecting onto Muffin. But again, Orphea, pretty gosh darn good hero, able to waltz away from the slow-moving projectile there. I just fizzed. Almost value with the death metal, not able to just connect there in time before the backline died. We're going to move it back over to the map while I update everything. And that is game number 1, like you just heard, going over to the side of our red team. Richard, and Ree. Update the match point there. There you are. And if you're just joining us from the Nexus Gaming Series after that wonderful Storm Division game, then welcome, welcome. I'm Jinxeekatt. Again, it is Double Paradox versus Richard and Ree. Earlier on, we did have our map picks and bans. The members of Double Paradox opting to ban out Dragonshire and Braxis Holdout. The members of the Richards deciding to get rid of Infernal Shrines and Towers of Doom. They opted to go to Hanamura, as you first saw there. And now we are just waiting to hear back from the members there. So, thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out. This is Heroic Division, Darkmer, and thank you. We cast these. Hi, Wono. Good to see you, my friend. Where are our games, friends? Just waiting to hear. Are you getting excited because I see the lobby links in chat? I'm like, okay, and then it's like, you know, Dazzlene's games are going on, or like CCS games are going on. I'm like, nope, not me. Just gonna hang out for a moment here. See if anybody in NGS is in a lobby or anything. If we can't look to get going on this game number 2. What is heroic? So the way that NGS works is that it has divisions that go all the way from D to heroic. And last season, heroic division, they're the division above A. Let me bring it back to me while we wait. They're division above A, so it is up until Storm Division, that was our top tier of play. So we saw a lot of the open division teams from like HGC, those kind of folks, they played in it. And said now heroic division is the gap between Storm and Division A. So it's a lot of high tier Diamond and Master players, but not quite the Grandmasters that we see in Storm Division, if that makes sense. Nobody can see you, Lily. They can just see your bum. Your booty bum. Scratch that bum. Hopefully that makes sense for you, Darkmer. It's the level of play, like I said. Diamond, a couple of Platinums. I think there might be a Grandmaster or 2 in it right now. And then Master players. Waiting to see from our teams, and hopefully any second now we will have them in. All right, perfect. We do have game number 2 ready to go. It looks like I'm going to bring it back over here just for a moment. We are going to be going to Battlefield of Eternity. You love to see it. Alrighty, just waiting for the teams to get in, and then I can see who was picked. First draft is team number 1. So it looks like this was picked once again by the red team. Let's go ahead and opt that up. Excuse me, you'll have to forgive me for a second there. I casted a big event on Saturday, and so I'm still recovering a little bit after doing many hours more than I'm used to. But we're getting in here. As you can see, BOE, that's the pick. Just getting everybody set up, hats all sorted, and we will be good to go. I'm going to let them know that I am ready, and from there, we should hop in here in just a moment. Gonna bring it over here because I know the second that I do, it is going to start the game and say, hi guys, how y'all doing? Are you having a good night? I'm having a good night. I'm here. It's been a minute since I've gotten a cast NGS. There's a lot going on, and of course, there it is as we go in. So whenever I have a couple of days free to cast some NGS games, especially heroic games, I get very excited. So once again, game number 2, best of 3 series, Double Paradox versus Richard and Ree. And I'm going to try and make the soothsayer much nicer this time round. So I kind of borked it a little bit. Again, nobody wanting to deal with Abathur. Big bug boy doesn't get to see much play at this level of competition because he's just so good. Like, for a while, people were like, you know, Abathur not necessarily the best on every map. And now he's kind of fallen into a place where, like, yeah, necessarily he is the best on every map. If you can play Abathur, then you can play it wherever. We're going to see another GARROSH ban away, and makes sense to get rid of the GARROSH here. It does a lot of damage when he can just, you know, combo you into the Immortal stun. When he's doing the big spinny stun, that's kind of been my favorite as a tank main. You just, you know, toss him into the stun, get another free stun off, hit your own stun, and then your team just has, you know, 2 to 3 seconds of free wailing time, unless you've got an Anduin or like a Rhaegar, somebody's got a cleanse. who can cleanse your friend because, you know, they're already stunned. Can't use the medallion. Pretty rough on the map, so it makes sense to get rid of him. That's the TLDR. Cho'Gall, D.Va being banned away respectively by both teams. Nobody wanted to deal with the team that plays Cho'Gall, and that D.Va last game was insane. That liquid cooling, I think, is such a strong level 1. And Albatrox picking up another hero that is the bane of everyone's existence right now, who's very strong in the Chromium. Anna gonna be picked up once again by Secret, not only denying it, but also, you know, it's really strong. We can see the Orphea again. We can see a Li Ming come out here, maybe for Muffin. It's gonna be a Greymane instead for Richard Greer. Now, what are we gonna see from the side of Double Paradox here? Maybe they pick up. You're going to do the URL this time? I want to lie and say that's what I was just about to say, but it's not. Gonna go with that Stukov once again. Stukov great for interrupting dive, like, I don't know, Greymane. So happy to continue playing on the Stukov. Stealing the URL away this time. Getting to the ban phase here now. What do we see from the side of the Richards? Mal'Ganis banned out. Interesting. What does that tell us? Maybe it's just a comfort pick of I Just Fizzed, seeing as the GARROSH has been banned away. ETC is still available. Mal'Ganis is a very weak tank right now, so I'm curious if maybe, you know, I Just Fizzed is an insane Mal'Ganis, or if there's something going on the side of Richard and Ree that we're just not aware of. Varian going to be banned out here, and that's an insane combo, so makes sense. Blow Up is going to be taken away. The Pie Maker stealing that ETC. And there's the Li Ming for Muffin.
Anytime you're ready.
I yearn for battle.
Looks like it just wants to keep stopping. I think the most recent update did make it so that it just wants to fight everybody. I apologize for that. I will keep you updated with everything that has just happened. Again, sincerely apologizing for everything that happened. What you missed, ETC did exchange a death with our friend May. There was a tank for tank kill down in the bottom. Top camp was picked up by the side of Double Paradox as well as the bottom. Little bit of fight over the bottom is what secured that kill. That's really all you have missed here as we check back out these talents. Chromie already having her level 7 going for that Mobius loop. Dragon's Breath deals 30% bonus damage to enemies hit in the center. The big thing to take away from that is we're going to see a little bit of a fight come out here over the side of the... both teams looking to scrap it out here. The big thing, I Just Fizz taking a little bit of damage. Wipeout taking even more, gets stabbed by the Imperius. No one able to follow up quite yet. Is going to back away, having to use that Avenging Wrath to jump out of here. Silence coming out from Rucktal, and that is going to be the Red Immortal looking a little bit worse for wear. Halftime is hit there. the, on paper, better race team of our red friends struggling a little bit here as they're going to have to come in, try and defend it. Yrel jumping in, knocks Secret away, knocks Richard Greer away. It takes a lot of damage, has to retreat through the May Blizzard. Now we're going to continue on here. Everybody looking to take team fights instead of poking down that Immortal. Raynor getting on top while the rest of the team boops away. The Piemaker very low, slides in, looks for Fizz, who does fall. Now members can go back from the side of Richard and Ree, try and get on top of that guy. We can see Richard Greer over here getting started on the Immortal, but here comes Wipeout. Nice face melt by the Piemaker, knocks him back. Sleep comes out, stab onto Yrel, followed up by the stun. Anti-heal grenade, tries to jump away. Out comes the silence, making sure nobody can finish off the job, and that is going to be the Wipeout getting away here. Dominance was picked up by Li Ming. Instead of that triumvirate, we really see getting her that 30% health back on the kills. Nice stab by Imperius, the two-man spear there. Rukdal taking a ton of damage. Knockback by Wipeout, however, putting everyone on the wrong side of the map. Stukov finally will go down, Wipeout getting low, and this is going to be miraculously a great defense by Richard, and Ree, and the Immortal going over to our friends in orange. Hopefully it's back for you guys and isn't dying. I don't know why it doesn't want to rotate over to our scenes. I sincerely apologize for that. On the wrong one. That's my bad. Just a rough night for games, it looks like. Is going to be the front wall of the... I lied! It wasn't the red team that picked this up. Blue team ended up grabbing their Immortal. I was so busy watching the team fight. I made a total mistake there. That's my bad. Excuse me. Wall of the red team is going to be knocked out there. Oh, come on, OBS, please. Why are you like this? Fight breaking out over this camp here. ETC gonna be the first to fall. Fizz taking a lot of damage, and this blue team is dominating. The Chromie poke, absolutely insane. Raynor Chromie, that seems to be the big meta right now. Nobody looking to try and step up to that. Li Ming takes a little bit of damage, and this is one of the hardest things about fighting with the ETC is he wants to slide in and get the damage done, but Raynor Chromie do so much damage that he can't really engage without, 25% health missing or more. Fort in the top lane looking quite low. May is slept, has to pop that unstoppable, drops the cryo freeze, but it's not going to be enough. Chromie does have that sandblast coming out here now, going to pop it there, but unfortunately for Fizz, ends up going down. Secret taking a little bit of damage from that Chromie sandblast. Now both teams relatively even on XP. We are 2 kills to 4. Camp's gonna be taken here by both teams. Get those bruiser camps in. Get them going before the Immortal, which will spawn in 4 seconds.
Repent before my wrath, demon.
Members of Double Paradox doing significantly better this game. Already getting an early start on their Immortal. May coming up, trying to finish off that fort. Not able to do so quite yet. Richard, and Ree getting very close to this halftime show. Destroying the Immortal this time around. Out comes the May Snowball. Doesn't connect onto anybody, and it looks like the members of the side of Double Paradox are just going to have to retreat. They're going to try and defend, see what they can't grab. Crafty Devil looking for the stab here. The Piemaker in the same boat. Might have just been seen on that stun. Tries to slide onto Chromie, does not connect. Now everybody looking to race back onto this Immortal. Halftime has been hit, and luckily for the side of the orange, this is their defensive, so they are going to be able to race this down. Members of Double Paradox have to come in and fight. Taking a huge jump onto ETC. Has to slide away. Yrel knocks him back into the stun. Piemaker in some serious trouble. Uses the face melt. Out comes the cryo freeze from Mei. Ardent Defender is dropped by Yrel. Not going to find ETC. Immortal does go over to Triple R here. And now they can just hang out and clean. The bottom wall was taken by that camp that was just left for the rest of the objective. So a little bit of silver lining for the blue team as they look to defend down here in the bottom lane. They've got that Rainer's Raider. They've got the Rainer himself with the Exterminator, and they're powering through this shield. Piemaker is going to step up, tank for the team, of course. Try and grab that wall. They do with relative ease. Grabs the fountain next. Jinxeekatt drops the lurking arm. Fizz does have that snowball back, and that is going to be Greymane stuck underneath the tower into the Chromie. Tries to get away. ETC not able to do anything. It is going to be Richard Greer falling, and now Wipeout. Great slide by the Piemaker gets them out. Anna harping back. Nobody saw her. They kind of forgot where Secret went, and as such, able to escape without taking any damage there, really. Now this is going to be sieging on the side of Double Paradox here. Fort not able to do much here. Again, the poke from the side of Double Paradox is just so intense. They're going to try and grab the Raider. Do have it pop down. They're going to be 45 seconds before it comes back. And now looking to finish this bottom fort. Li Ming uses the Wave of Force. Not going to be enough. Oh, the Magic Missile still not. Finally, the Orb will secure the fort. Bonus XP for the members of the Richards here. Top camp. The only thing to fight over on the map right now. Crafty Devil stepping back. Chromie looking to finish off this fort. Not quite able to. Gosh, it's got 43 health on that fort. All the while, camp was taken. Rainer doing so very low. Unstoppable comes out for Li Ming, but Muffin not able to get out there. Stab over the wall onto Fizz. Imperius pushed away with their ultimate. Not going to be able to use those swords. Anna not able to hit that sleep dart. Greymane goes down all the while. Rainer also exchanged their Fizz very, very low with 43 health. One Sandblast going to finish the job there. Pardon me, hit the wrong button. Everything is just a disaster tonight. Only losing Rainer. This is going to be Double Paradox stepping onto this Immortal here. Getting pretty significant damage onto it. Gonna get that early halftime show, and halftime to nothing. Feels rough. All the while, Rainer able to grab the siege camp up here. Is going to be a little bit of extra push. Meanwhile, the members of Richards looking to fight him. Get the ETC. Get the mosh pit. That is going to be Stukov stuck. Gets out of there. Uses the Unstoppable. Now the Piemaker is under some serious trouble. Out comes the Nano Boost for the Li Ming. The Piemaker goes down to Rainer. And this front line can do nothing against the side of Double Paradox here. Imperius having to get away. Slep comes out onto Wipeout. Immortal most likely going over to the blue team unless they just throw super hard here. Mei gets stunned by the Immortal. You can laugh at Fizz about that. But big damage coming out here from this Shaman camp. Fort looking to be pushed down by Wipeout and Albatrox. Nothing the members of Richard can do. Muffin has to jump over the wall. Root comes out onto Secret. That's not where you want to be. No healing on Anna with that silence from Ruckdal is going to be Anna going down before this Immortal even gets here. Alrighty. Immortal pushing down that front wall, leaving Greymane master blown up by the side of Chromie there. Albatrox on the Chromie playing out of their mind. They get connected by the whole combo, keep looking rough, and now the members of Richard and Ree hiding in their base. Not much they can do. Great penetrating round by the Pie Maker. Mospit comes out. Nobody able to follow it up. Falling Swipes interrupts that fairly quickly. Knockback by Urel. 78% on the core. No DPS available to stop this. Immortal still with the shield. We will be going to a game number 3 as that core hits 10%. GG. Game number 2 going over to Double Paradox. Well done. We can take a look at this end screen here, of course, hoping that our OBS doesn't die. And very close in kills, but very close in damage. In fact, Muffin even doing a little bit more than Chromie there. But you look, 5 kills, 4 assists, 0 deaths compared to Muffin's 2, 3, 2. Seems to be what's happening to our OBS. Or is that 3, 2, 3? I don't remember. Is going to be great play by Double Paradox that game round, though. The Chromie Rainer, no joke. Poke is the meta now, and poor Pie Maker really couldn't go in. 3 deaths there, you know. That's a quarter of the team. Richard Greer also with 3. All those melee players not able to step up, and as such, just allowed the members of Double Paradox to decimate the front line, the back line, the mid line. Nobody was safe from Chromie and Rainer and that Raider there. Take a look at these talents. Level 16 not even hit by the side of Richard and Ree. Did have that curse bullet come out for Greymane trying to shut down Urel and May, but not successful enough there. Looking at others, of course, timeout, fairly standard for the Chromie 13. Didn't really get a chance to talk about the talents in these games. So here they are for the most part, if you guys would like to look at them. I think our OBS has decided to stop dying, so that feels amazing. Hopefully, it'll just, you know, be fine now. Do you see we have a couple of follows from a couple of minutes ago? We have Infofox and Papa Patience 3. Thank you very much for the follow. I don't know if the 3 is supposed to be the E in Patience, but thank you guys. Welcome to the stream. I promise we don't usually have lag this bad. Gonna bring it actually over, not to me, just kidding, over to the map here so we can update it for you all. If you're just joining us, we are in game 3 in this best of 3 series. One team will go home, win stronger tonight. Let's go ahead and update these bad boys. Picked by red, won by blue. We are 1-1, waiting on the maps. There we go. Again, if you're just joining us, then you can see here that Double Paradox decided to ban out Braxis Holdout and Dragonshire. Richard and Ree decided to ban out Infernal Shrines and Towers of Doom. The first map they took us to was Hanamura Temple, which was won pretty easily by the side of the Richards. And then, of course, the second map, also picked by the Richards, was actually won by Double Paradox this time around. So we'll see where we are going for game number 3. And we just got a lobby, speaking of, so let's go ahead and update that now. It is going to be Cursed Hollow for our final match of the evening. One of my favorite maps. And it looks like that was picked by the side of Double Paradox. So first pick will go over to the side of the Richards. I'm going to let them know that we are ready and we can go ahead and get started as soon as everybody is in the game. Waiting on a couple of players here. Bring it back over here for just a second. Again, sorry everybody about the lag. Not a whole lot we can do. Again, I think it's OBS, and it sounds like if Murdo is having problems too, that might be the case. If this is your first time watching, please don't let the yikes of the production prevent you from coming back, because we do a lot of casting. We do a lot for NGS, other organizations at well. That's a lot of Richards, you're right. How many Richards are on the logo? I'll have to take a look. Yeah, please don't let the OBS having a meltdown prevent you from coming out and hanging out. We do this often. We get it in as much as we can. Ever since we started working with Chili Mountain, we're not able to do NGS as much, but NGS gave me the start that I desperately wanted, and everyone was so kind. They taught me a lot about observing, a lot about casting, and as such, we are going to always try and make time for them. They're wonderful people. It's a great organization. You guys can check out their Patreon by just heading to Patreon, type in an NGS. I don't have a command on my, or maybe I do. Do I still have the NGS command on here? I think so. There we go. Yep, exclamation mark Patreon in chat will take you to NGS's Patreon where you can help them out. They're wonderful people. Always been incredibly kind to me. And all around, just, it's nice. It's fun. It helps support the amateur scene. Blizzard isn't giving us money, so, you know, our games have to come from somewhere. Am I going to cast CCL? I will be doing it on my own stream, where I haven't decided if we're going to do a watch party yet, or if we're just going to cast the clean feed. But something will definitely be going on over here, so make sure, you know, if you're interested in that, you want to see me as opposed to Grubby and DOA, you can stop by here. I don't expect a whole lot of people to show up, but, you know, like, if you do, I really appreciate it. Appletrack saying, sorry, no one told him. Thought they were all in, so they were just discussing. Alrighty, let them know that I am ready, and then we'll hop into our final map of the evening. Just another minute. And guys, if you are enjoying the cast, not necessarily the production issues, which again, don't usually happen, as we hop into our last game of the evening, then please feel free to drop those follows, drop those subs. We still have a couple of days left of September where you can get 50% off of your subs. Capital One paying the other 50%, and all of the money still going to the streamers. I also have exclamation mark Frostmorn if you want to check out my Streamlabs donation, or if you can't support monetarily, that's okay too. Just having you guys here hanging out is what I appreciate. In fact, if you want to help out, you can check out my socials in the bottom. But let's get into this draft. Enough about me. I don't know who DOE is, so I'll be here. Thank you, Softbear. I appreciate that. Right out the gate, Abathur banned away once again. May gonna be taken out of commission. This is Abathur's arguably best map, so it makes sense. And there's that Chromie ban. Nobody wants to deal with the Chromie after that. I actually played a game the other day, and we played against the Rainer Chromie, and after that, the entire rest of the night, we're like, nope, Rainer Chromie ban, Rainer Chromie ban. Like, screw that. We're not playing against those two heroes, especially on the same team. Rounding it out for the side of Double Paradox, what are we gonna see? That Gall ban once again, the 2-for-1 ban hero. Not trying to play against it. This isn't even Cho'Gall's best map. Of course, that does leave D.Va through, and this time Crafty Devil is going to pick that up. Oh, head over to the teams, update these guys as the D.Va is played by Crafty Devil. Alrighty, over on the side of Double Paradox, we are going to see, wait for it, Urel coming out for Wipeout, and Albatrox picking up the Cassia. Interesting to see them on the Cassia. 3 different heroes tonight. Cassia was nerfed several times over the past couple of patches, and I know a lot of the Grandmasters have been saying that this is a macro map. Cassia doesn't really excel there, so we'll have to see what the plan of Albatrox is. If they're just going to look to maybe ignore the camps, look for more fights.
Anytime you're ready.
Let the Inquisition commence.
Rainer Whitemane coming out this time. Secret mixing it up a little bit with the fancy Whitemane. And then, of course, Rainer, never a bad hero to pick up. So we are going to see Richard Greer grab that. Great poke, great interrupt. Makes sense to pick him up here. Oh, Rock Dog, thank you for the 300 bits. I really, really appreciate that. That's incredibly kind of you. Banning Gall first round seems real bad. I mean, maybe if it's something that they play consistently, we could see it. We are going to see that Maya ban come out here from the side of Double Paradox. Rock Dog, thank you so much. That was unbelievably kind of you. It really means a lot to me. Don't want to deal with the Maiev. Interial, interesting. I think the Maiev, maybe because you don't want like Diva Bomb into Warden's Cage. That feels absolutely awful. Tyrael will shut down whatever wombo combo that the members of Richard and Ree may be planning here. So we'll have to see what do they have up their sleeves. Is it going to pay off? Tyrael, interesting ban. A lot of focus onto the tanks. We are going to see the famous Ana Jaina come out from Rucktail and Aeladin there. Aeladin playing the Jaina. And then Rucktail grabbing that Ana. Finishing out the draft for the side of the Richards. We're going to see Zeratul come out from Muffin and the Pie Maker once again on that JOHANNA. Really strong draft. Lots of wave clear. Lots of potential team fight. Now, who is going to be tanking? I just fizzed. What do you have up your sleeve? Is it going to be the ETC once again? May has been banned out. Galganis and Nubarak available still. Noob not very good. It's gonna be the Deathwing. Very spicy. Deathwing coming out for I just fizzed. You love to see it. Now, what does that mean for us? Is Wipeout going to take a little bit more of a main tanking role with the Yrel, or are we going to see just the standard stun range Deathwing come out here to be the tank, and everyone's just going to kind of poke? This is very interesting, and I'm excited. I haven't seen anything like this from the side of the members of Double Paradox before, and I think I'm going to have to give it to them. They're strong mid-range characters, and they are going to offer a lot of harassment here in this trying time. So, without further ado, why don't we go ahead and hop in here as I pull up all the wrong stuff, trying to Alt-Tab. There we go. Display our pop-ups as we head in. We are going to see Albatrox on this Cassia. We're going to see Wipeout on the Yrel. Aeladin going to be on your Jaina. Rucktail will be your Ana. Of course, I just fizzed on the Deathwing. And over here on the right-hand side, gonna see the members of Richard and Ree with the Pie Maker on JOHANNA. Richard Greer gonna be that Rainer. Crafty Devil on the Diva. Zeratul played by Muffin heading off. And then, of course, Secret 333 on that white man. Take a look at these level 1 talents. We see a brawl in the mid lane here. Great wave clear from the side of Double Paradox. They're going to blast Richard Greer here. Can Albatrox finish it off? No. White man able to keep him alive through burst damage. One of the things that they do best. And as such, taking a huge chunk out of Richard there, making them tap already just 41 seconds into the game. Jaina gonna split off, harassed by Diva down in the bottom lane. It's Wipeout versus Zeratul here. Muffin on that Zeratul. And we're seeing a little bit of a laning switch up here. Cursed Hollow, famous for those, is you don't typically have the big 4-man. It's so big, you have to have free people running around. Go both teams, says Majesty. Well, we're actually seeing the teams up here. Crafty Devil just trying to soak away. Jaina gonna have to come back in. In the mid lane, it is going to be I just fizz, just trying to soak things out, deal damage to that objective here. And that is my Nexus Gaming Series update, which kind of is annoying. I never updated it before my casting, so big oofs there. But whoever followed Nexus Gaming Series, thank you. We appreciate that. Richard Greer gonna pick up this camp by himself. They do have that exterminator once again. Deathwing coming over to assist to get a peek, see what's going on. Gonna drop that koi pond there with the camp being leashed once again. However, all 4 members of the red team are going to be here. Gonna head back and finish it up. Richard Greer using so much mana there as the push continues from the side of the blue team. Taking a look at these talents, we do have that Draconic Might coming out from Deathwing, giving him protected for 0.07 seconds, and then Dragon's Ire. While he's got 3 or fewer plates, he does have that damage increased by 25%. So big tank damage coming out from I Just Fizzed here. A lot of damage on the side of the members of Double Paradox. However, not so much peel. If the members of Richard and Rhee are able to dive, it's only going to be Yrel back there who will be able to knock them back out. Muffin is great at diving. Squishy members on the back line there. Wipeout is mean, and Muffin carries me in Storm League. Oh my goodness. I'm sure they're lovely. First tribute is going to spawn down here in the bottom lane. We are going to see both teams looking to grab over that here. A little bit of fight coming out. Wipeout being zoned away, and that is going to be the first tribute going over to the side of Richard and Rhee. Down in the bottom, Muffin taking up the role of a solo laner here, just focusing on Wipeout. Deathwing trying to interrupt the rotations of the members. Does connect on to Raynor there with that stun. Big condemn coming out from the Pie Maker. And right now it's all about zoning and harass. Sleep comes out onto Anna. Great patience by I Just Fizzed. A secret is blasted away. Huge Jaina damage coming out. Quick, easy kill onto the white main. Members gonna back up now a little bit. They managed to grab this bottom tower, and as such, are just going to hang out. They're going to head back to their lanes, get some soak. Level 7 hit for both teams. XP very close. Raynor going to go down here in the middle lane. That's another kill going over to Double Paradox. Blue team just bursting people down with the Jaina Sleep, Cassia, Anna. Or excuse me, the Anna Sleep, Cassia, Jaina damage. Just a little bit too much. And Sleep coming out on a white main again. Jaina, however, may have paid the price as Muffin jumps back into the game. Anna able to heal them up though. Low health, low mana, just in time for the tribute. However, spawns in 7 seconds and nobody from the Richards contesting quite yet. Are going to try and channel this. Great interrupt by the white main with those searing lashes. Zeratul jumps in, gets a little bit of damage before backing out. Hammer coming out from Yrel, looking for that stun. Maybe finds the Pie Maker, does find the Pie Maker. Deathwing is loading down, and the blue team has the red team surrounded. They are going to actually find Rukdal first here, though. Stun comes out, and once again, there is no support for the back line if members of the red team can get onto it. Wipeout having to use the Hand of Freedom to run away from the Diva Bomb. Now, Jaina taking a ton of damage from JOHANNA there. I Just Fizzed also only at 20 armor plates. And second objective will go over to the Pie Maker. Just one thing I wanted to point out there, what we don't typically see from JOHANNA. Sins Exposed, giving the extra damage onto heroes hit by that shield glare there. You can see the icon on Yrel as she walks off with it. It is gone now, gosh darn it. I Just Fizzed was able to tap and heal up, but not going into the sky quite yet, so only having 20 armor. Boss is being started by the side of the blue team, who will have to fight this, and this is kind of rough. Aeliden looking quite low on the mana there, only about 75%. I Just Fizzed will have to go back into the sky. Won't be able to fully heal before they get there unless they leave right now. Gonna be a little bit low on resources for this fight. Diva does find Wipeout, is going to shoot them away with those micro missiles. The Pie Maker is going to try and channel, but the meteors from Deathwing's level 7 going to get the interrupt. And you'd never know. Great focus coming out from the members of Double Paradox. They're going to get the stun onto Richard Greer. I just missed in the back lane. Muffin very, very low. Drops the Void Prison, but not able to get out here. Goes down to the Ball Lightning, and the members of Richard and Ree just have to retreat, figure out something else. Boss still pushing down in this bottom lane, grabs the front fort, is at 25% health. Should grab the well and then go down without doing too much damage to this fort. However, with no Zeratul and Raynor in the bottom, is going to be the double boss going over to the side of Double Paradox here. D.Va has been pushing upon seeing that boss picked up. They will try to get out, uses the boosters. Do they have that level stun? Deals an additional 4%. All right, so 4% max health with the rush down from D.Va, as is pretty standard. Hits the nitrous, and yep, there it is. The 0.5-second stun and the 300% move crease. Gets the stun onto Cassia. Is going to be a big fight underneath this boss. The Pie Maker running away. Level 10 hit by both teams. Out comes that Bellowing Roar. Chases Pie Maker out, but nothing else can be found here for Double Paradox. So that is going to be the side of Richard and Ree, losing the fort, losing the well here. 25% on the boss. Should get stuff cleared out. Wipeout already in position for this tribute, but here come the Richards. Albatrox is here. Interrupt coming out from the Pie Maker with that blinding light on the shield glare. Micro Missiles was used. We'll be back up in just a moment there. We see one charge left, 25-second cooldown. Crafty Devil starting the channel. Wipeout going to have to use the Avenging Raptor to jump in. Immediately autoed by the D.Va there. Walking and autoing, pretty cool. I Just Fizz does land. Out comes the Deathwing Koi Pond. Stun onto D.Va. Zeratul gets a little bit of damage in with that cleave. Going for the cleave build here, and then of course that wormhole. Deathwing will drop the Cataclysm. Still doesn't have that Bellowing Roar up. Crafty Devil just standing in the fire. You're not supposed to do that. Has to drop the D.Va bomb. Out comes the Zeratul Void Prison, and that's what they were looking for. Yrel already using the Ardent Defender. Ball Lightning connecting onto the whole side of the Richards. I Just Fizz very, very low. Crafty Devil harassing Albatrox in the back. Wipeout is low, and the members of Double Paradox having to retreat. Now, Anna drops the Eye of Horus. Not going to be enough there. Not going for the nano boost, interestingly enough. Cassia will fall there, as we just saw a couple of moments ago. 3 people trying to grab this tribute, and you can't stop them all. Curse is achieved by Richard and Ree. Now, just going to try and soak all the lanes, get a big experience buff. Crafty Devil having to clear out these Siege Giants. You have done a heck of a job killing one tower and making another very low. Here in the middle lane, Pie Maker and Muffin just trying to get value off of these forts and towers being turned off. Minions 1 health in the bottom. Secret and Richard looking for the minions, so gets knocked back. However, no towers there. 1 auto, of course, finishing off these minions with relative ease. Pie Maker is here now, being chased out by JOHANNA and Anna, the rest of the crew, and Wipeout suffering some serious building casualties right now. Not going to be able to do a ton here. Baby Yrel comes out, as we do have that subjugation from Whitemane, reducing the movement speed and health. Sleep coming onto the Pie Maker, trying to get knocked back. Great penetrating round by Richard, preventing the Pie Maker from being hit by the Righteous Hammer. Pink's coming out for the fort. Do the fort, they say. D.Va's mech does die to Deathwing up in the top. Jaina chasing him out as well. Very low. Wally is out. Concussive Blast, not enough. We do have that good to go with D.Va, unlocking those extra talents at level 13. However, not enough to save her this time, as Orange Team not getting a whole lot off of that curse. They did get this bottom tower. They did get some good soak, because we are actually behind despite being in 3 lanes. D.Va goes down to Deathwing and Jaina there, and tribute spawning momentarily. D.Va still down. Raynor picks up the siege camp. We may see the members of the Richards give this up. Bruiser camp collected by Double Paradox, and now everyone just on the map, trying to figure out where everyone is, looking for the flanks, looking for the vision here. Oh, little Deathwing hit by the subjugation as Muffin and Whitemane try to clear out this siege camp, bruiser camp, excuse me. Here comes the Pie Maker. Extra bonus damage on that Condemn makes it a piece of cake. Boss being looked at by the side of the blue team. The only team to take a boss just yet here now with Anna and Albatrox and I Just Fizz. Should be able to do it relatively quickly. Here comes Wipeout. Here comes Jaina. Should be team picking that up fairly quickly. Meanwhile, Bruiser Camp finally picked up. Boss is available for the side of the Richards. However, they don't have level 16. Boss was completed in the bottom lane. They may have to look to clear that. And now might be the time for a double boss play. 16 has been hit, so a little bit more risky. Didn't realize how close it was when I said they weren't on it yet. But it looks like bottom lane is going to be the value here for double Paradox. We are going to see the members of Richard step up, try to defend it. Deathwing trying to clear out those minions. Everybody working hard. Try to clear the boss before it hits the keep, but may not be doable here. 50% on the boss. The whole side of double Paradox coming out. Muffin dropping the Void Prison there. D.Va trying to get in. Is speared away. No bomb drop. Out comes Blessed Shield. Jaina immediately evaporated. Albatrox looking very low. Eye of Horus coming out will not be enough to heal them. And now Ructal having to run away. Cataclysm used as an escape pool. Crafty Devil chasing down Anna. Has a low health bar, but also has that D.Va mech explosion. Ready to use it at a moment's notice. Wipeout, the only one left into the fray. Muffin, do they have another? Ooh. Do they have another blink here? But a great sleep by Anna puts them to bed. Just going to be enough for Ructal to get out. A little bit of chase coming out. No tributes on the side of Richard and Ree. So Muffin gonna grab that easily enough. And now the boss can be looked at by the side of the Richards. Wipeout is coming over to check this out. Level 17 for both teams. First to 20 will have the advantage on this fight, but it looks like we might just contest over in the bosses. I Just Fidge landing on the point. Boss not completed yet. D.Va Mech coming out, knocked away, so no one gonna hit it. JOHANNA, the first to fall, taking a ton of damage there in the back. Out comes that triple shot from Ructal. Not gonna hit anybody though. Muffin able to cleave and kill Jaina. Out comes Eye of Horus. Muffin looking to finish off. Ructal will fall to the Eye of Horus. Stuck in it, however. Crafty Devil looking to finish it up. Don't have that mech anymore. Surrounded by two members. Is going to be knocked away. Has to use that torpedo dash. Looking for the concussive blast. And now Whitemane healing them both up. But here comes I Just Fizz. Richard Greer not out of the fight quite yet. Secret is going to fall to Cassia. And that is going to be Richard now not getting stunned. On the wrong side of the map, though, will fall as well. And only D.Va makes it out alive. Having to hearth back. Boss looking at keep. And this is disastrous for Richard and Ree. Thank you, Buttspot. You want popcorn because this is a thrilling majesty? I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. As the core potentially under some serious pressure from the members of Double Paradox. Cataclysm not actually hitting it, so no value there. Wipeout will fall. I Just Fizz, negative 55 armor, stood in one of those tribute points. 70% on the core. Anna is hit in that Void Prison, but the thing is falling so fast. Core getting very, very low. 6%, 2%, 1%, and that is going to be it. Game number 3 and the series going over to the members of Double Paradox. Well played. GG. Take a look here at the kills. Very, very even this time round. 8-6. Damage. Albatrox doing an insane amount more than Richard Greer was able to accomplish there. 54 to 34k, so a whole 20,000 different. Not VP and Core Muffin, please. Oh, no. Take a look at these stats here. Great healing by both healers. Ructo only being able to get out 32k under a lot of pressure from Crafty Devil there. Secret getting out that 47. Big damage, big heals coming out. Ultimately, it was the side of Devil Paradox that was able to pull it out. We'll take a look at the talents here. Level 20 not hit for either time this time round. And Northern Exposure coming out for Jaina instead of the route that we typically see. That is the lowered armor by 20%. Making them take increased damage. So big burst coming out from the side of Devil Paradox. I just wanted to find one person and delete them very quickly. And we saw that. I mean, the Secret, blown to bits. Richard Greer, what happened? A couple of them, just as soon as they came into the fight, the whole team targeted them, and they were just destroyed there. So I am going to whisper the members of Devil Paradox, see if we can't get an interview there. And that is going to be it for us this evening. Wipeout in chat. Perfect. GG. Well done. Does anybody from your team want an interview? We can hop in. I wasn't sure who to whisper since the captain's name is different from their player in-game name. GG's both teams. We'll bring it back over to the maps just so we can update the score. So maybe if you just came in and you missed it, but you're like, you know, what happened? I got you. Don't worry. Here in the end, blue picked, blue won. Infernal Shrines, my favorite map, bringing them 2-1 over Richard and Ree. So we'll wait to hear from Wipeout. If anybody would like to do an interview, I'm going to hop into NGS Channel 1. I have some ads. Just making sure that's not anybody from the team. See if maybe we can't get a member of the Devil Paradox crew to come in here and chat to us a little bit, talk about the games. Jalen is Fizz? Okay. Thank you. He's coming? Perfect. Bring it back over to me then for a second while we wait. Butt is Fizz. Thank you, Buttspot. All right, as we wait for our friend. There they are. Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's our first win of the season, so.
Oh, well, great job, guys. You played really, really well. Is this your second week game? Or third?
Third week. Our second week, the opponents dropped out, so
Oof.
didn't have a game. Yeah.
Right. Can understand that. So, talk me through the first game, because that was really rough. Was it just the map? Because I saw Wipeout even call, like, this map sucks. And a lot of people are feeling that way with the new Hanamura Temple in the rotation.
Yeah, it's not our best map, and their draft definitely gave us some issues. We knew they played Maiev, but we respected their other picks a bit more, and it definitely cost us there.
Right.
I'd say that Maiev really carried them that game, and
yeah,
Richard played well, so props to him.
Maiev Orphea was really tough there. So the Cho'Gall ban, tell me about that. Is that a respect ban?
Yeah, definitely. I don't want to get from Cho'Gall ever. It's insanely scary.
Right.
And even now, when Cho'Gall's, I think, pretty strong, I think good Cho'Galls would really put in some work.
Right.
So yeah, we just banned that.
So how did you guys come back in the second game? Because I know that the first one might have been a little bit demoralizing. They had a really dominant lead over you guys from early on.
Yeah, we just sat down and thought about how we could play our comp better. Because last game, we wanted to play a bit slower, but our fights were a bit too forced. So we decided to go with like a more control-based comp, like May Chromie are really strong together. They control space with Blizzard and Slowing Sands, and yeah, we played to our strengths really well, I think.
I mean, it was completely a reverse of game number one. Like, I was seeing the first game and not knowing much about either team. I was like, I don't know. This looks pretty one-sided. And then the Battlefield of Eternity, I even picked. I was like, I think the Richards are going to take this because their comp is insane. But you guys, with the crazy poke and the great amount of control, you really, really showed up. And it was a crazy game. And then bringing out the Deathwing tank, game number 3. Is that a double paradox special? A big secret you've been holding out for until now?
I wouldn't say it's a special. It's more of just like a secret pick. I mean, we've never actually played it outside of scrims, so we weren't sure if we were going to do it or not. But we set up the draft looking at a Deathwing main tank, and it worked out. So we might see more of it in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it worked well for you guys. The fight on the boss, that was really, really strong, and you guys just kind of were dominant from there.
Yep.
So that's all I have for you this evening. So I'm going to leave it open to you. If you have any shout-outs, call-outs you want to say within reason, no hateful speech, the floor is yours.
Shout out to my team. We played pretty well tonight. Shout out to Richard and Ree, I think.
Yeah.
They played well as well. It's a good game. Shout out to you, Jinxie, for casting.
Thank you.
And shout out to Twitch chat and to NGS for hosting this. It's really fun.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for jumping in and talking to me. Have a great rest of your evening. Go celebrate your win.
Oh yeah, definitely. Have a good night.
You as well. Bye-bye. Alrighty, guys. That's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for joining in. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. I'm